Hey, this is Ms. O, and welcome back. Let's get right into another Halloween how-to. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to do another Halloween how-to. Now, if you watched my last video, we were working on this mask that we actually completed. And during the process of this mask, we started a new mask. This one here. This white mask. So today's video, we are going to continue this mask here and a how to. Okay, so before we get into the how to of this mask, I want to do a quick recap of what we've done so far. So first of all, I am using glitter glue. This glue here. Now I got this from Michael's. It was on clearance for $1.47, and I found out why, because it's a little clumpy, but it's workable. But this is the glue that I'm actually using on this mask. It is kind of a silver iridescent type of glue that I'm using. Also, we're using rhinestones. I actually glued rhinestones onto the teeth of the mask, as you can see. Now let's pause here. If you watched my last video, I did talk about E6000 as my glue of choice. I've been doing crafting for years and I love E6000. But the problem with E6000, when you're using rhinestones versus crystals, the E6000 is a very strong chemical and it burns the back of the rhinestones so that the stones end up cloudy. So I purchased this quick hold, which is an E6000 product, but I was hoping, because it wasn't straight E6000, it was actually for crafting, that it would work out a little better on the rhinestones. But guess what, y'all? Nope. It burned the back of the rhinestones, the silver backing off the rhinestones. And as you can see, these stones are cloudy. So E6000 is a no-go. This E6000 quick hold is a no-go for rhinestones. Now, I am keeping the glue because it is good for crafting. So it is a keeper, but just not for this project here. So I was wondering, should I take the stones off, start over, or should we just move forward? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to push forward. My suggestion to you is to get gem tack. I bought some gem tack, but I can't find it. So I know that gem tack does work, and you can get it from either Michael's or Joann's, and it is really good for rhinestones. It's not a strong chemical like the E6000. It should hold the rhinestones in place without burning the back of the rhinestones. Now, I also want to mention, while I was out gathering supplies for the mask, I did stop by the dollar store and found a couple of good finds. I actually got this tacky glue from the dollar store. And the crazy thing about this tacky glue is I was getting ready to buy this actual glue at, I believe it was Joann's for, I think it was like $3.99, and I got it from the dollar store for $1. So this is some okay glue. I don't know if I would recommend this for the actual stones for the mask, because even though it holds, it doesn't give you a hold that lasts. Then I also came across this adhesive spray from the dollar store, y'all. Once again, I did see this spray at, I think it was Joann's. No, I think it was Michael's. I saw the spray at Michael's. I think once again, it was like $3 or $4. I was getting ready to buy it, but I got it from the dollar store also. So I do have two other glue options here that we may use a little later, or either this mask or another mask, but it's great to have several options of glue just in case one glue that you were depending on doesn't come through. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing we are going to do is apply another coat of this glue here. I've already put one coat on the mask. We're going to apply a second coat. Now, What I am using are these little brushes here. You can get from any dollar store or any crafting store. I have an actual whole bag of like 20 of them for $1 that I got on clearance from Walmart. So we're going to use this to actually kind of smear the glue on. I can get the top open. God. Okay, so it looks like the last time I used the glue, I glued the top to itself. Okay. So I'm gonna start here, this corner here. As you can see, this glue here comes out really, really thick. Take the little brush here and just kind of brush it on. Now I can already tell with this glue here, I'm probably gonna need 4 coats maybe, but I got an idea. We're gonna do something a little different, but we're gonna just go ahead first and lather on another coat all over the mask. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this mask and then show you where we are after we put the glue on. Don't forget your blow dryer. We learned in the last video that this stuff dries super, super, super slow. And initially I put a fan on to try to speed up the process. And then I learned through Google that no, air is not the solution, heat is. So once you put your coat on, then take a blow dryer, put it on medium heat, low, and blow dry the mask, and it should actually dry it out in about, I would say, 10 to 20 minutes. So after we do that, then we'll come back and show you where we are. And we are back. So actually, I have done 2 additional layers of the glitter glue. So this is where we are now. I've done 2 layers. I've dried 2 layers. I've blown everything off my crafting table at least once. I have glitter everywhere, but this is where we are so far with the 2 layers of the glitter glue. Now, it's decent coverage, but I like a little more shine. So what I'm going to do is go in for a 4th time with this glitter glue here. Now this one is a iridescent clear glitter glue. This one is a iridescent silver. So far I have 3 layers of the iridescent clear, the one that I did a couple of days ago, and the 2 that I just did today. So that's 3 of the iridescent clear. We're going to go in now with the iridescent silver and do 1 layer of this and see how that looks. I don't know why I have such a hard time opening these things up, but I do. And we're going to start on the chin here. And as I said, this was on clearance, so it's coming out kind of thick. Don't think it's supposed to actually be like that. So that's why it's probably taking me a little longer for it to dry because of the thickness, but it's okay. We're gonna work with it. And actually, I'm already liking what I'm seeing here with the coverage on the chin there. I'm just going to keep going up the side of the cheek here. Just kind of smear it in, get a good coating, and see where we are. I don't know why my voice is cracking today. Maybe the weather, it's raining outside. It's been raining all day, and I think it's supposed to rain all day. So, but I'm liking this coverage here. I really am. See, it looks nice. Look at that. And we're just getting started there. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for a second, finish up the entire mask, dry it, and then let you see where we are with the silver iridescent. And we are back. So here we are so far with the additional coat of the silver iridescent glitter. Gave it some really, really nice coverage there. I do like it. And I did dry it, but when I went in, I did see a couple of spots where it was lacking coverage, or enough coverage for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in, and there's a few spots like on the nose area here, cheek or whatnot here, that for me, it can use a little more glitter. So I'm gonna go back in, put a little more glitter in these spots just to give it full coverage, dry it, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I went ahead and added a little more of the glitter glue, dried it, and here's where we are. Now for this mask, I decided to switch things up a little. Now my last two masks, as you can see, I actually put rhinestones across the top of the mask for both masks. We did the rhinestone thing. So I decided for this mask, we're going to do something a little bit different. For this mask, we are actually going to do some trim. Now, I bought these years ago. I believe I bought them from Joann. Now, it says $3.99, but I'm quite sure I got these on sale. I'm sure I didn't spend more than $1 or $2 per roll because I got about 5 of them. But what we're going to do is we are going to put this trim around the mask instead of putting the rhinestones this time. So what I did cut a piece off already, and I actually started one side just to make sure it works, and it does. So as you can see on this side here, I've actually already started applying the trim. So of course what you will need is the trim itself, and you can go to Joann's and buy any type of trim. There are various colors and styles out there for you to try. We're going to use our E6000 quick hold. This works perfect for this job. And of course, our handy dandy scissors. So first thing you want to do is measure how much you're going to need. Now usually I start in the center and measure out. You can do the whole thing, but for me it's more complicated to do it that way, so I just do it piece by piece. So I measure how much I need, and let's see here. And this little curve here. And it's always a good idea to measure a little more than you need because it's easier just to cut that off. So cut that here. So here's my piece that I'm going to use. Put that there. And E6000 quick hold. Now the thing about this that's a little different than the regular E6000 is that this is really watery. So when you open up the tube, it just kind of gushes out. But that's fine in this instant here. So open it up. Has a little nozzle on there, and we're just going to apply glue, a generous amount of glue, because it dries clear, so it's okay if it's more than you need. That's perfectly fine. And this actually boasts of being quick hold, so you want to get it in and get it out. Top back on. Take our little trim and start at the top and work our way down. Now, even though it boasts quick hold, it does take a second for it to actually grip, and I used more glue than I needed because my fingers are sticking to this mask here. Actually, a lot more than I needed. So let me try to get some of this glue off of here. I don't want it to look a hot mess. Now make sure while you are gluing this, you're kind of holding it in place because it does lift a little bit. And then make sure this corner here, you kind of bend it and hold. You can see that or not, but you want to hold that corner in place. And then that little additional that's hanging over there, just cut that off. So I just want to make sure to tap this in place. Hold on to it a little bit. Let it set. And this corner here. Now make sure when you're cutting this corner, you don't cut your strap. That would be a catastrophe. So just cut that one little extra piece off the corner there. And hold that back down. Okay, as I'm touching this mask, I'm seeing that I'm not fully dry in some spots, but this is where we are so far. This is really cute, really, really cute. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do, since I do like the way this looks, I'm going to go ahead and run this trim along the entire mask, both sides. But first, what I'm going to do is dry it a little more because I see that I'm touching some spots and I'm actually lifting up some of the glitter glue. So we're going to dry it a little more, then we're going to add the rest of the trim to the entire mask, and then we're going to show you the finished product. Now, I did want to chime in and say, me going around the mask, actually I just took a long strip, applied some glue along the side, and just kind of hold it in place. And once this portion dries, then I'll move on to the next side of the mask, continuing on without cutting the strip. And just kind of let this dry a little bit. Because I end it right here at the chin with the glue, right about there. So just hold this in place. Once this dries, put some more glue around the chin, bring it back up, and continue with the strip. Okay, y'all, we are back and we are done. Another successful journey. Check it out, check it out. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So just to do a quick recap, we did about 3 coats of the clear iridescent, 1 coat of the silver iridescent. Then we did rhinestones on the teeth, which I would recommend not using E6000. If you're going to do the rhinestones on the teeth, use Gem Tack or something like that. Or if you want to use E6000, just do crystals instead of rhinestones. It'll work out perfect for you. Then we also did the trim around the mask as our final step. And this is what we got, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's all for me for this how-to tutorial on the Halloween mask. Now make sure to like this video and subscribe because we're going to do another mask next week. And actually we're going to do a different type of mask, and we're also going to do a different color mask. So make sure to like and subscribe so you will know when the next video drops. That's all for me. Hope you enjoyed our time together.